Hello, it's Jay, and I just wanted to go over some pottery today. Some pieces of pottery that I found, and some pieces of pottery that I made. I made these ones up here up top, and down here I found these ones down here, and some newer, like from the early colonial periods to even the early 1900s. And then some potentially much older. But there's two different types of clay here. We have a stoneware and we have a earthenware. And stoneware is a high heat clay. You have to heat it up well above over 1,000 degrees, I think it is. And it sounds more shiny. Alright. This is a piece. See how it sounds shiny? It's a piece that I made today. Well, not today, but these days. Down here, it's not going to sound shiny because I'm hitting it off of stoneware. See how shiny that is? It's even shinier than these pieces. It's probably heated up even hotter, and it's made out of talc. It's a B mix. Back in the day, they used to use, I think China was talc mixed with white feldspar, and it was a secret that they had, that they monopolized on for many years. No one could figure out their recipe. I'm not sure if that's what this material is or not. I just pulled these out of my yard for examples. There's a lot more of it out there. Some of it with the blue and white. These here I did not find in my yard. I found these at other locations. I found this at one of the Weymouth beaches. I found these two small pieces on a walk with Charlie, the dog, and I found this piece in somewhere along here and close to the high tension wires. I'm not going to disclose the location of this particular piece. But I am going to show the differences between the different pieces. The stoneware pieces, the old pieces, what I think are possibly pre-colonial. These pieces are kind of too small and broken up to tell. And there's so much of this material that I just usually leave it out there. Unless it has a distinct something on it, like this piece here has the top rim, so I brought that one in for an example of the top rim, because that's usually not on the piece. It's usually one of the first pieces to break. This piece here is broken all the way around. You'll notice these lateral, like, scraping textures to it. And this is the inside of the piece. So you notice that this is probably the top of the bottom of the piece, the way it's shaped. Well, there's something going on. Something came up here, and it does not match if you were holding it horizontal or vertical. It's cocked like this. It's at a it's horizontal diagonal. See, I'll hold that flat, and then I'll turn it over. Here's a good example. Now turn it over, and you see that that's the way it went on the entire piece. And you can see in here that it was probably made with the coil method, coil and pack. This one here is a lot different. This one I really got some questions about. First of all, the top is missing, so you can tell this is near the top, but the very top is missing. It's a very thick piece going up towards the top, and it seems to slim down towards the bottom. So I don't know if the bottom was right off the bottom of this, or if it kept going even longer. But we can see inside this piece of stoneware all the different materials they used. And you can see around the edges it's a lighter color, because that's where more of the heat got to it and turned it more of a red from a darker color. And you can see right in there real good. So this side here has a leaf, what looks like a leaf on it, with some veins and whatnot, and maybe possibly another one over here, unless maybe this was the handle. And this is just a broken top, I think, or it could have been a handle, I don't know. But this is the outside of the piece. It would have had a little more up top, and it could have had a lot more down bottom, but probably just a little more down bottom. But you can tell that it would have had a very large circumference. It would have been a very wide bowl. So back to the page, we can see the pigments. You can see this red pigment under the bottom side of this sleeve. And it looks like they tried to glaze it in, even though they can't vitrify at these temperatures, but they can still get their colors into it. These colors especially, and then you get black up here. This is all black. This is not black to give that the definition of the leaf. The top half seems to be black. This may have even been yellow inside there. Again, this is the broken inside. Now I'm going to flip this piece onto its back. And you can see the designs, and if I get real close, you might be able to tell that it's even painted red or colored red. See how close this lets me get. Yeah. So the inside of that looks like someone just stuck their hand in as they made it with like a little brush. It was just brushing the inside of it with some sort of pigment. That's what left those marks, and they were a lot more careful, and then smoothed out this side of it. Even though you can still see the lines up in here, they could have smoothed out a little more if they wanted to, but I don't think these people were about perfection. I think they were into other things as well. Once again, but